call Saul.
Talk about Better Call Saul.
Better call Saul.
Talk about Better Call Saul.
Neither said that.
What a season this has been! Oh boy! I haven't been paying attention, but I've heard it was glorious.
You got that right. And after this mid-season finale, Better Call Saul appears to be going full steam ahead.
Nothing stops this train.
The stakes are incredibly high. I have a feeling these next few episodes could be rather dark and hard to watch.
You may be correct. These final 6 episodes will be here before we know it, and boy, am I ready.
Shut up! Shut up!
So are we doing predictions here, or what? I'm not sitting here all day. Let's do this crap!
Alright, but first let's take a look at my previous predictions for this season from videos I posted a while back. Was I even a little bit close?
Probably not.
Howard is going to lose everything. He's going to hit rock bottom. Meanwhile, Kim and Jimmy will finally acquire the roughly $2 million from the Sandpiper settlement.
Okay, you're not too far off, except Howard Hamlin didn't even have time to lose everything.
Yeah, well, and on top of that, I had Kim taking the blame for the scam and skipping town by way of Ed, the human vacuum cleaner.
Haha, you're terrible at this here.
So let's see your prediction for Howard's ultimate fate.
He makes a surprise visit to Saul Goodman at his office.
Oh, you bitch!
I know that you know where she is, Jimmy, Howard will say. At this point, the Lalo Salamanca storyline catches up to Saul, and Howard gets caught in the crossfire. Whoops.
Oh my God, what?
So my predictions on the Nacho and Lalo predicament were just completely off.
Oh, really? Prove it. Let's see.
But in the end, I'm afraid that Mike will be the one to pull the trigger, bringing Nacho's story to a close.
Well, I commend you for at least trying.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, man. I bet you feel like a total idiot right about now.
Yeah, I guess I ain't too good at predicting stuff. So on that note, here's my predictions for the final 6 episodes based on what we've seen so far.
It's about goddamn time. Oh, excuse me.
As we enter episode 8, we pick up right where we left off with Lalo confronting Jimmy and Kim in their apartment. Howard Hamlin's corpse just laying there like a log.
What's gonna happen to Kim?
Lalo's main priority right now is getting proof of the super lab. He knows that Nacho was working for Gus. He assumes since Nacho suggested Saul that Saul's probably connected to Gus somehow too.
I can't figure for sure what kind of info he would need from Saul or what he could use him for.
What about if Lalo holds Kim Wexler at gunpoint, forcing Jimmy to reveal his association with Michael Ermentrout?
That's possible, but let's say Lalo says what he needs to say and leaves them alone with Howard's body. What do they do with this 8-foot giant bleeding all over the rug?
I'm sure Jimmy will call Mike. They can't exactly call the cops.
Okay, yeah, Mike could show up with Victor and Tyrus. He'd be like, the wolf in Pulp Fiction, directing his men to clean up a murder scene.
What you need to take care of are the really messy parts. The pools of blood that are collected, you gotta soak that shit up.
You better clean it up.
Victor's chopping up Howard in the bathtub with a bone saw. Tyrus is scrubbing the rug while Kim cleans blood from the painting on which she and Jimmy planned Howard's ultimate demise.
This episode is going to be disgusting.
At least it won't be boring like all the others.
When the apartment is immaculate, Mike and his men haul out Howard's body parts as well as taking his Jaguar from the parking lot.
Get him out of here. Get rid of him. Bring his car to the salvage crusher.
They dispose of the body before sunrise. One of them takes Howard's Jaguar to Old Joe's junkyard to be crushed into a cube.
Hey, a returning Breaking Bad character.
There's so many surprises coming.
Okay, so now what? Let's hear his genius.
Well, what I'm thinking right now, and it could totally change by the end of the day, is that this event with Lalo and Howard shakes Kim to her senses. This was too much for her. I don't see her continuing to break bad.
I could see her purchasing Dr. Caldeira's little black book for Jimmy as a form of protection.
Yeah, and then use the vacuum repair guy to get the fuck out of Albuquerque.
After agreeing to only call one another on their birthdays through a specific payphone.
But what about Howard?
What about him?
Welcome to law school.
Isn't it possible that Kim could somehow take the blame for Howard's death in a way that protects Jimmy?
I mean, anything is possible. I don't know why we even bother.
Shut your mouth, you son of a bitch. It's fun to speculate.
I think there's a tremendous chance that Kim is alive during the Breaking Bad timeline. If so, then maybe she could show up in the Gene timeline.
I don't know, that just feels like a really forced happy ending. What scares me is just how plausible that really is.
Okay.
So you don't want a happy ending?
That would break with the theme of the whole universe, you idiot! These are stories about people making bad choices and dealing with the consequences.
I suppose it depends on the delivery in these final hours. If it feels deserved, it's happy, and it works, then who am I to complain?
So is someone going to freaking kill Lolo Salamanca or what?
Mother of all meth labs. Mother.
I'm sure that Gus Fring will take care of that. Remember the gun he stashed in the super lab work site?
I'm sure that Lalo will meet his end. I'm just not entirely sure if it will happen in the prequel timeline. In my original prediction, I had Lalo making a move against Gus that backfires in a way that he can't return to Mexico. Something to do with Juan Bolsa and maybe the Peruvian cartel. So he goes through Saul to use Ed Galbraith to disappear, only to return in the parent series timeline when the super lab construction is being completed.
You saw if it's pathetic. The chicken man is gonna smoke that crazy jackass in episode 10.
Whatever happens, though, Saul apparently isn't aware of his death by the time we reach Breaking Bad Season 2, Episode 8.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kim ended up stabbing him in the eyeball with the bottle stopper.
You sound like a moron.
How do you suppose Walter White and Jesse Pinkman figure into the story?
We'll see the first time Saul meets Walter White at his office.
No, that's stupid and lazy. We've already had that scene. There's no point in replaying it. I imagine there'll be a classic Better Call Saul musical montage that takes us through his years as Saul Goodman after Kim is out of the picture. I could see the montage landing us in the final season of Breaking Bad for a scene with Saul, Walt, and Jesse, a moment we didn't get in that series.
What a terrible prediction.
That's the problem with what we are doing. All of our predictions are plausible. It's just a matter of what direction the writer's room decided to go.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically just rehashing the same handful of theories that have been bouncing around the internet, some for years.
If that's what we're doing, then what's the point? This is a waste of time here.
But we're just having fun, right? We're just spitballing.
Oh, jeez. No wonder you only have 57 subscribers.
Hey.
Be nice.
Don't tell me how to be. You bitch.
Oh no, he didn't.
Do you hear this? Who the hell does she think she is?
Okay then, I think I'll be leaving now.
Hey, where you going? I didn't mean nothing by it. I swear.
We're almost done.
5 minutes, that's all you're getting.
People making bad choices and the consequences that come.
What's the deal with this black and white teaser that aired right after the mid-season finale?
So, after all that?
Well, he does mention a happy ending.
A happy ending.
As many people have noticed, Gene's voice sounds like it's coming from a recording, like possibly through a TV speaker. The first thing that came to mind was Walter White's fake confession video he recorded for Hank in the final season of Breaking Bad.
I think back at that moment with regret.
So is this audio from a confession video?
I think it's from a prison interview. They're in the courtyard. I can hear the freaking words.
A famous hotshot author is interviewing Jimmy McGill in prison for a book about the legendary Heisenberg.
What if it's from his last voicemail to Kim in the post-Breaking Bad timeline?
That is stupid. You are stupid.
Hey, what is your fucking problem?
Okay, last minute top 3 final predictions. Go!
Episode 12 takes place entirely in the Breaking Bad timeline.
Episode 10 is going to have some big-time action, I tell you what. That one is directed by Michelle MacLaren, who is known for action-centric episodes, such as 1 Minute and Tahajali.
Oh, is it my turn? Well, a bunch of boring crap is gonna happen. People talking, stuff not making sense. My prediction, I predict I won't be giving a good goddamn what happens. Ha ha.
Damn.
Can I go now?
Zombies. Peace.
Better call Saul.
Talk about Better Call Saul.
Better call Saul.
Talk about Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul. Talk about Better Call Saul.
And we're talking about Better Call Saul content, including weekly episode recaps for the final episodes. Just like, subscribe, and hit that ding-dong bell for notifications.
You really don't want to do that. In fact, do not subscribe. Oh, I should get that printed on a t-shirt. Don't freaking subscribe. Hey, wait a minute. Since we're talking about printing t-shirts, Black Dog Printing provides custom screen printing to Richmond, Indiana, and the Wayne County area. We print custom t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, tote bags, banners, stickers, and more. We also collaborate with local area and national artists to produce our own line of t-shirts and stickers for retail sale. Our services also include blank garment sourcing, contract screen printing, graphic design, promotional products, sourcing, vectorization, and finishing. Black Dog Printing for all your screen printing needs. Okay, am I done?
Finally, I get some diarrhea.
Oh, that smells good.